Hey guys, and welcome back. For today's video, I decided to do a voiceover because I'm definitely fighting something off. I don't feel like I'm completely sick, and I also don't feel like I'm all the way well. So I just kind of wanted to relax and chill out and do a video today without feeling like I had to talk a lot. So here we go. As usual, I'm going to start by priming my eyes with some concealer. Any concealer would do. I'm personally not that picky when it comes to an eye primer, and then jump into the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. And as you can see, I'm taking this darker brown shade and starting to pat this right into my crease. I like to do patting motions, and then once a majority of the product is laid down, I would then start to blend it out by using small circular motions, and also blend it out by doing windshield wiper motions as well. Once I am happy with the placement of the shadow and the shape that I was going for, I then move on to this more yellow shade that's in this palette, and take this shade on a smaller fluffy brush and just start to take it right at the edge of that brown shade. Basically, the purpose of this yellow shade is to tone down the sharp edge of the brown shade I just laid down, and just to make sure everything looks seamless and blended out. I feel like the best technique to get this to look the way it should is to use very light pressure and small circular motions. Now I'm going to jump into the Urban Decay Born to Run palette and take the shade Wanderlust, which is this beautiful shimmer green. I absolutely love this shade, and take it on a flat definer brush and cut my crease. I'm not going to use concealer to cut my crease because I find that these shades are very pigmented on their own, so it cuts my crease beautifully without it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then what I thought was a clean brush, obviously it's not, I'm going to take the shade Good As Gone in the palette and put that on the other part of my eyelid, and then just bring it over slightly into the green, just to blend it, and then take the green as well over to the brown so that you have a beautiful blend between the two shades. So as usual, I went off camera and did my brows and lashes, and I will have to go back in and fix my brows, but I just always go ahead and do them while I do my lashes. So I'm going to prime with the Cover FX Blurring Primer and the Smashbox Photofinish Primer Water. Absolutely nothing new here on this channel. For a foundation, I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I haven't used this in so long. This makes my skin look absolutely beautiful, glowing from within, a natural dewy finish. I love this foundation. I need it in another shade because I can only use this shade when I am close to starting my self-tan over. It's just so beautiful. You will not regret trying this foundation. I can promise you that. For concealer and powder, again, nothing new on my channel. I just can't get away from my ride or dies. But if you don't know, this is the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer and also the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. I know some of you are probably sick of me using the same stuff all the time, so I think I will try to get away from some of these products in my next video. But I don't know, man. There's no promises, but I will try. And yes, my pimple is still here. He is still around. Have we named him yet? Like, should we put some names down in the comments below? Why not? He's been here long enough. Let's go ahead and name him. Since I only use that loose powder everywhere that I put concealer, I like to go in with the MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation and just set everywhere else that wasn't highlighted with the concealer, just to bring some color back to my face, because I always feel like loose setting powders, even if they're supposed to be translucent or whatever the case may be, they always pale me out. So this way, if I use this MAC Studio Fix, it brings some color back to my face. Now I'm going to take the shade Riff and start to smoke out my lower lash line. I'm only taking the shade about midway on my lower lash line and over to the outer corner. I'm not taking it all the way in because, as you can see, I'm starting to use Wanderlust again and putting that kind of right over top of Riff, but dragging that more so in the inner corner. So it's going in the center and the inner corner, whereas Riff just went to the center and the outer corner. Now I'm taking Good As Gone and just smoking out just the outer corner and taking it up to meet the shades that we put on our upper eyelid. I'm really going to take my time here and just make sure everything is really well blended. So I'm going to go back and forth between several fluffy brushes and also just add a little bit more to the shades that I had put on top. So this is all about just blending and making sure it looks exactly how I want it to. I thought that this look could go for some glitter, so I whipped out my gold glitter liner from NYX and just really placed a majority of it on that inner corner and then made it thinner as I went to the midway of my lower lash line. I wanted a very, very bright inner corner highlight, so I chose to use the Ofra Beverly Hills highlighter and take the white shade and really stamp this on and got it as pigmented as I could, and then also used it on my brow bone. For mascara, oh geez, I'm using something else I always use. I'm so sorry. I will definitely try and use some different products in my next video. But again, this is my trusty L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. And then don't smack me, but this is the Benefit Hoola bronzer that I think I've used in all of my videos since day one. Okay, yeah, you can totally smack me for this. I'm so sorry. I jumped back into that Urban Decay palette and picked up the shade Riff and just smoked my lower lash line out more just so everything was more blended than it was before. For blush, I'm going in with the pretty Vulgar blush in Hush Blush. I'm then dipping back into the Ofra Beverly Hills highlight and just picking up the white shade. Actually, I think I mixed 3 different shades for the highlight today and just putting that on my cheekbones, above my eyebrows, and the bridge of my nose to get this very, very beautiful beaming highlight. I'm going to line my lips with a lip liner from Rimmel called Coffee Bean, and then top that with a Maybelline, I believe it's a Vivid Hot Lacquer in the shade Charmer, and just blend those two together with my fingers and by smacking my lips together as well. And then just finish this look off with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I hope you guys liked this look, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you on my next one. Thanks for watching.